everybody, and welcome on back. It's lunch break, so having a very productive last day before vacation and very excited. And I think I just did a thing, so let's talk about the thing. Basically, still talking on the X app with Advocate, um, and she's making a lot of good points, and she's providing a bunch of information that I'm going to look at some point. I don't really care right now, and here's why. Because I think I just sorry, actually that I can see how that sounds dumb. No, I she did provide a lot of really good stuff that I need to look at because it does pertain to this thing. But it can wait. Sorry, that's a better way to say that, and I really need to get better at that, especially since I'm trying to teach my own kiddos to be more respectful. But here's the thing. I'm excited because I think what we need to do is, and I can work on this for my vacation, is well I get to. It's gonna be fun. Make a contest. Like I threw out Coding Game because that's a platform that I mean, if you've watched some of the coding videos on this channel, I've done some coding challenges. I've done some clashes of code where you compete with people from around the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, we just. I think I did that one too. Where did that seed go? It's interesting to see the ones that are saturated from the bottom. I didn't notice that. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. It becomes darker, but anyways, sorry. A coding challenge, and the challenge is to build. I don't think we could even do it on Coding Game. It would have to be something like an open source project that like somebody gets a grant to do, or I don't know. I mean, I think we could put something like that together. And by we, I mean any of my colleagues, like from the ACM, from CSU, from Coding Game, from Code Wars. Like, I'm not even that connected with the people. There they are. Okay, sorry. I was like, pretty sure I heard that break. There. Okay. Actually, I really should fix all this up, but not right now. In fact, yeah, let me finish talking about it, and then we'll go build this thing. But this open source project, this goal, would design a voting system with clear transparency and easy understandability, like very simple complexity, however you want to phrase it or think about that. Um, and it would prove honest and fair elections. Now, given those parameters, you could fine tune it like, okay, so the aspects are you need to have only one vote per one person. You're allowed to use cell phones and multi-factor authentication. Actually, sorry, we shouldn't be saying like what you're allowed to use and what you aren't. Like you leave that up to the participant in the contest or whatever, and then or commission. Like I don't know. That's how they got the baptistry doors of this like these gold-plated, really artsy, very fancy doors to a baptistry that were it was a competition. Like all these skilled artisans came out to show their stuff, and then they got a prize and they got the doors built. Yeah. So, anyways, um, you do this, and that's how I'd go about solving it. And I've already been talking about some tool that people could use that documents and makes easy summaries, and that's easy to be trusted from anyone. It's not biased or basically like a wiki link or a wiki page of politics. In fact, as I say that, I'll bet you something like that already exists, and I need to look and find it. But if not, I mean, and that's the cool thing with computer science and tech careers, is because part of, you know, uh, honing your craft and improving your career skills and just being better in your career is redoing things, reinventing the wheel. Like, in fact, I remember one of my first, or some of my first challenges at CSU were to redesign. Also, I shouldn't say too much because I don't want to step on any toes. But I mean, at the same time, like we were redoing libraries that were already made. I think a lot of places do that. In fact, as I say that, there's a lot of places that publish courses for free online. You just have to invest your time. Also, I just realized we probably no. Okay, I guess we're good. Sorry, I was just like usually there's a big bunch of stuff like as soon as I'm full up. Anyways, back to the contest. So, a voting system, something that ensures that something like Black Sheep, the plot of that where dead people were voting, doesn't happen. Include all of the 63 out of 64, no, I'm just kidding, all of the 64 legal cases that have been done on our own election that happened recently. And sorry, to back up a little bit, Advocate responded to me with a list of the requirements for NATO. Uh-oh. And the requirements for NATO are, and there's like a few of them, and already I was like, well, the USA has violated numbers 1, 3, and 4, and here's how. And then I just kind of like, I stated my case. I was like, does this not? In fact, let's pull that up. Ugh. Gosh, it's been a long conversation back and forth, but it's getting better. I think now that we're past the hostilities, it's actually pretty nice, but still a lot to read. Like, she always responds so much. Okay, now there's all the oh, now I gotta respond to all this other stuff. But here it is. The terms to join NATO must uphold democracy and tolerate diversity. Must be number two, must be making progress toward market economy. Number three, their military must be under firm civilian control. Number four, oh, hold on, I'm cooking a pizza. Apologies, completely forgot I was cooking a pizza. So, anyways, they must be good neighbors, respect sovereignty outside their borders. Okay, so right there, we're failing numbers one, three, and four. We do not tolerate diversity because our war on drugs allows us to imprison and execute people that would normally be able to practice their religious freedoms, specifically Native Americans and how they use hallucinogens in their rituals. Whew. And just that is enough to get you years in prison if you're caught with hallucinogens. So, right there, no, we don't. And it is kind of a stretch, but what I'm saying is like, especially when we've proven that, she still hasn't come back to me with an argument that Putin executes or imprisons gay people. He doesn't, from what I see. Chechnya, though, like, and I feel like Chechnya sounds like one of those countries that Putin was trying to take over back control, is actually killing a lot of gay people. So is that part of the motive to try to reclaim some of these lands that were lost from the USSR? Like, and how much do we really want to divvy up Russia? Like, and and I keep going back to, if the governments were similar enough, would it even matter? Like, if it was, very comparable to living in the US or Russia, if the laws are basically identical, then what's the big deal? Like, would people really care who the president is? I mean, it's kind of like now. I mean, we vote on the president, but we're stuck with whoever it is, and almost every year or every term, it's a polar opposite of the previous administration. And we go through it, but it seems to do okay for us. I mean, I'm not saying it's not working. It's just that's about what we can expect if we wanted a government to be a lot like ours. Like, and again, like, it's very important that we look at all of the stuff that we did and all the people we killed in the Middle East and all the things we blew up, because that's how bad it can get. I mean, so yeah, it doesn't matter who's at the helm, bad things can happen. And as we're still having bad things happen today. But again, if we were to actually pick that apart and have open and clear communication about that, like finding out, I mean, and I still need to look into it because I'm sure some people out there are going to be upset, be like, oh, you're anti-Semitic or this or that. But if they were holding a dance festival right next to like this open air prison, like horrible place, you expect them not to get angry and do something? I mean, yeah, they went way, way too far. But again, this is human nature. Like, these are people. These aren't creatures, monsters, or whatever. So we need to really analyze how we've pushed them to the point of doing this horrible stuff. Like, how can we fix that? How can we prevent that? And not just kill everybody and, act out of emotion and go back to lizard brain and get revenge, like, brutal revenge, like where we're killing kids. Good God, no. Sorry. Anyways. And I'm gonna have to get that pizza here in a couple minutes. I only put 4 minutes, and it's only 9 minutes in. But actually, maybe we can make this a short video because I gotta eat and then I gotta get some other work done. I know it's my lunch, but I'm trying to get everything finished up, and I actually have a meeting that's pretty soon, so I want to get ready for that. But then I'm on vacation. So, and then I think I'm gonna do this project, at least plan it out, pitch it to some people, see if they can like amplify the audience of it, or just even add ideas, make it open source, and then Well, and first, also research what's already available. Like, is there a wiki page? Because with Dark Souls, they have wiki pages that explain in excruciating detail every inch of those games, and it's awesome. And it's made by the community, like very big fans, and the lore and everything, and the bosses and all the info. It's everything. And if people can be that, have that attention to detail and that productive to do something like that, and basically build a guide for some of the most complicated games I've ever played, I think we can manage our government. We can provide it a clear and transparent translation, communication, and all that. All right. So for now, well, I'll go get the pizza, finish up with like another 5 minutes. So hold on. I'm sorry if you can hear me off camera. It folded, part of it folded up like it was saying good day. So, but anyways, no. In fact, we'll just finish that thought and make this a short one because I got to eat and I got to get some stuff done. But yeah, so if we make a thing, some kind of tool or system, and I'm leaving it open ended, and probably a database tied to it, probably an interface, probably a back end, a front end, an app, a whole app, all this with multi-factor and all that, using phone numbers, using a sign-in membership, password recovery. Pretty standard for just about anything anymore. A piece of social media that tracks government action. And we make it for every government. And then we have people sign on, and it's basically, I think, what XApp is trying to become. So it's almost like it's already being done. But again, reinventing the wheel teaches us how to do these things better. And in tech, you reinvent a lot of wheels. Like you redo data structures. Oh my gosh. Like you have to learn how to, if you go to college and do like a formal class, you usually have to learn excruciating details of data structures and algorithms to utilize data structures. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll build all of that as much as I can. I'm not very good with databases. I mean, I'm okay with like querying them, but like building them and maintaining and securing them, yeah. And then security is a top priority because this is like probably one of the most crucial things. Your vote, and like I've discovered recently, people are thinking even women shouldn't vote. It's like, oh my gosh, we're so critical of the Middle East, yet we're talking about taking away women's voting rights. Really? Oh man, man, we are not as civilized as we thought. We need to fix that. So, and that's okay. We're human. We can make mistakes and we can fix them. So, in fact, how many times have I died in this world? Also, by the way, I'm blue now. Ooh. From Rainbow Friends, my son was playing some more uh, bed wars. Anywho, so like I said, oh whoa, like I said, I'm gonna go eat, but that's the thing. That's what I'm gonna do on vacation. That is very fun to me. I'm gonna play a lot of video games. I'm gonna do a lot of musings, and I'm gonna do a lot of side projects. So we'll see what we can do, and do a lot of spring cleaning too. It's about that time of year. Maybe go play some tennis. I don't know. That'll be fun. So all right, ta-ta everybody. Hope you enjoyed the nice short lunch edition. But yeah, and I'll keep you updated on the goings-ons with the politics on XF. I know it's everybody's favorite topic, but I mean, with World War III right around the corner, it's kind of important. So let's go ahead and figure this thing out and get it done. Just kidding. For all I know, this could amount to literally nothing, and it'll just be, effort. But not wasted effort. At least we learned something. But I mean, best case, it could fix a lot of things. Worst case, I don't think we're going to offend anybody any worse than they already are. So, I think we're pretty solid as far as that goes. Unfortunately, for better or worse, like we've already, America as a whole, we've offended people in ways that, you can't really take that back. But anyways, you can make it right though. All right, ta-ta for now. I will see you all in the next one.